I've concluded that the only way to get good audio-visual sync from Audiate processed video clips is to do the Audiate processing on short segments of the video. Specifically, I found that a 15-second segment will give near-perfect results. Accordingly, I've created a library asset I've loaded on the timeline. And it consists of bunch of callouts that are 15 seconds long marked with a marker. I'll go Ctrl-M. And they're all numbered so I know where I stand. Now the way I use this, or would like to use it, is I'll load a narrated MP4 on the timeline. Usually on track 1. And then I will navigate to the first marker. And by the way, on the callout track here I'm gonna engage magnetic track. And the next thing I'll do is zoom in a little bit here, and what I want to do is reposition the end of this call out to the correct break point, and I found that the break points for these segments should be right before the start of narration. You don't want to split a word. I'm also going to point out that all of these callouts have clip speed applied. So I'm at the first one here. 0 number 1. So I'm going to open the tray here, expose clips lead, and I'm going to drag the end of callout down until I get to right where I want to cause the split. And then with the playhead at the marker, Ctrl-Shift-S makes that split. I'll then navigate to the next marker. And again, knowing that this is a fixed 15-second spread, I'm going to do the same trick. Expose the tray. Use clip speed to get to the next closest, appropriate split location. Navigate to the marker, Ctrl-Shift-S splits that will do one more. And I can see that here's where the closest break is. From practice I've found that you don't want to go over it very much, and it's best to go under if you have to, so I'm going to open the tray. Move this down to the start of this guy. Note that this is now at 18 seconds. So we'll position this about 18. Navigate, Ctrl-Shift-S. And let's do one more. Same drill, tray, slide down to a good location. Navigate, Ctrl-Shift-S, so that's what I'm doing. It's tedious. Let me go Ctrl-Shift-7. This project looks like 68 of those guys in him. So it's a lot of work. What would really help is if you guys could return the function you used to have that would say, split at all markers, then I wouldn't have to do all that manually splitting. Anyway, I wanted to show you how I've come up with a little method of splitting up these long captures or long video clips so that you could get a really good audio-visual sync results out of editing in Audiate, and those edits are basically not synced back, they're exported back, as I've previously shown in my other videos, where you adjust things here. So let's go ahead and do the Audiate trick for the first section here. The audio clip is selected. Go to Audio. Kill off this Audiate thing, or let me kill it off, I don't need to keep seeing this, guys. Anyway, edit in Audiate. Save the project. I'm gonna call this example. And, yeah, I'll say the project, I guess. Now what I wanna do is convert these voices to Eric's voice instead of mine. Can't do sync back, so it's Ctrl-A to grab the text, Ctrl-C to copy it, Ctrl-N, calls up a new project, don't need to save. Click in the text box, Ctrl-V. And now let's create Eric's voice. And I could listen to it and make a correction. I'm not gonna waste my time for these purposes. I'll assume this is all correct text, and then we'll export back to Camtasia, timeline, no captions, export. Save. I'm gonna call this one AAA, enter key. We'll go over to Camtasia. And let's resize this. Okay, I can see that the new voice is shorter than the old voice. I expect that my narration cadence is a little slow. So I will select the old voice, delete it. I should have added clip speed to all these guys. That was my mistake. Select all the media. Go to X. Add it to all of them. Sorry about that mistake. Anyway, with the original video selected, I'll open the tray. Drag it back till it matches. Now I can play and see how she sounds.
The loaded project has a single MP4.
And if you do this way with 15-second segments, you're gonna find that the synchronization is near perfect all the way around. And so what I'll do now is go on to do the next section and so forth.